Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Southern Gal True Crime. Or if this is your first time here, thank you so much for deciding to drop in and spend some time with us tonight for this very important case that I'm going to share with you tonight. It is Friday, so I have our case of the week. And I'm glad to see I popped some of you guys' comments and hellos up on the screen during the intro. It's good to see everybody here so far. Let me welcome him in again. Arctic Fox True Crime is here. Always good to have Arctic here. Definitely check out Arctic Fox True Crime's channel. Excellent channel. He does excellent work. Very excellent advocate for missing persons. Miss Barbara Hall is here. Always a pleasure and an honor to have Miss Barbara here. Always in my thoughts and prayers, Miss Barbara. For anybody who doesn't know, who may be new here, Miss Barbara Hall is Timmy D's mother. I have shared Timmy's case. Please do check it out. You can find it in the Fredericktown, Missouri case playlist, along with the Durante Martin case. Please do check those out. They are very important. Share them anywhere and everywhere you can to help get Durante and Timmy's stories out there. Chris Gideon is here. Good to have you here, Chris, as always. See if anybody else has snuck in on me. Hello, CJK. Good to have you here. I don't know if it's coming up. It's a little. My swamp signal's not too good today. Hold on. Let me get you up there. There you are. Hey, CJK. Good to have you here. I'm glad that you're glad that you're here. If that makes any sense. Let's see here. I saw somebody else. Get a look see is here. Hello, welcome. Good to have you here. As always, it's good to have everybody here. Oh, and before I forget, thank you, Gail Hurd, for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you so much, Miss Gail. I'm just so honored and just so humbled to that people are already joining my memberships. I'm working on some content to get out to my members, and probably sometime this coming week I'm going to try to do maybe a members only live stream. I've been out working all week, so I haven't had time to get a lot of stuff done, but I do have my Missing Person Monday video ready. It'll probably premiere sometime Monday evening. I'll do a premiere on it, so the chat room will be up on it so we can all chat. And this week I'll try to get some other things in the works for you guys, some videos. So thank you so much, Miss Gail. And I'm going to get a oh, and I forgot before I forget, because when I was talking about when either people donated or became a member, Mr. Steve from True Crime Web has his blue light that he flashes, and I said that I needed something like a squeaky toy or something, but Sunshine from Mind of Monsters, another great channel to check out, made me a little video to play whenever somebody donates or becomes a member. So here it is. I just love that. She did such a good, oh my goodness. She is just amazing at making graphics. She made my wonderful background. Let me see if I can show you my background. She made the background for me. She made my new logo for me. So just thank you so much to Sunshine from Mind of Monsters for everything that she's done for me. She is also a wonderful advocate for the missing, for cold cases, for sending out flyers to anybody who wants to hand out flyers anywhere and everywhere. Um, she does a lot of work putting up the blip billboards, the electronic billboards, all the donations that she gets through her channel. That's what she uses it for, is to print flyers and to fund the electronic billboards. So kudos, show some love to Sunshine, Mind of Monsters, for everything that she does on her channel. She does excellent work. See, some more people have popped in. Hello, Miss Kimber. Good to have you here. One of my wonderful mods, or a mod, not just my mod. She mods for a lot of channels. Has a lot of mods in here tonight. Chris Gideon is here. Arctic is a mod. Of course, Kimber. So thank you all, everybody, for being here and helping out. It is very much appreciated. For once, my oh, there it is. My comments jumped on me. All right, let me get caught up, and then we will get into our case. CJK said that they're sending a softball field getting chilly. Yep, I spent many hours not at a softball fields, but when my youngest nephew was playing Little League, Cal Ripken Little League baseball, we spent so many hours at the baseball field, but it was well worth it. Arctic said he has had a busy day. I hope your family is doing well. I hope your mom is doing well, and all your whole family. I hope you're doing well, recovering from your little surgery you had. Let's see if anybody else has snuck in here that I haven't seen. Yep, Kimber said my dumpster fire. Yeah, I owe my dumpster fire background to welcome Truth and Justice channel. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor. Make sure nobody else is snuck in. Thank you, Kimber. Yes, this is the link to Mind of Monsters channel. Please do check it out, along with all the other channels that I have in my. You go to the homepage of my channel and scroll down to where it says please visit our friends. All their links are listed there. Please do check them out. Yeah, CJK says their grandson played baseball, came in second. Oh, it jumped again. Sorry. Oh my goodness. There it is. Says my grandson played baseball, came in second at state and high school. A great time for my family. Absolutely. Yep, I remember when my nephew was playing. We would go to regional tournaments. Usually, we had to go to somewhere in Oklahoma, just right across the Arkansas state line into Oklahoma to regional tournaments. They usually did pretty good in the regional tournaments. Good to hear that, Arctic. I'm glad you're doing well. You'll be in my thoughts and prayers as always. Yep, there. Thank you, Kimber. There is Arctic Fox True Crimes link. Please go do check it out. And Kimber or somebody can put in Truth and Justice channel link too, please, if you absolutely. Arctic beat me to it. Thank you, Arctic. Yeah, there's a Truth and Justice Channel's link. Please do check them out. Right, I think I'm caught up in comments, so before I get to babble too much, we will get in to our case. Tonight we're going to be talking about the case of Olivia Fowler. I've been trying to get this done for a while now. Thank you, Chris. Chris said that Truth and Justice Channel is a good friend of his. Excellent. Yeah, hey, I'll take, if a good friend of yours is a good friend of ours. Excellent. Thank you, Chris. But Olivia's case is a case that I've been trying to get to for a while, and things kept coming up, life kept coming up, and like I said, I've gone back to work, and but I finally managed to sit down and get the slideshow presentation, get the information put up. I did let Miss Tamara know. Miss Tamara is Olivia's aunt. Know that I was going to do the case tonight. She said she would try to pop in, but she had some stuff going on, and she was also doing another live. So, of course, that is perfectly fine. But I just wanted to let her know that I was doing it. She thanked me profusely, which is not necessary. This is what I'm here for, to share these cases. Miss Tamara is a wonderful lady. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups with her. She is a very, the biggest advocate for Olivia there is. So I just wanted to get Olivia's story out there to the best of my ability. So I hope I do it justice tonight. Arctic asked me. Arctic was kind enough to because in one of my live streams just really quickly, and then I promise we'll get into the case. I was talking to one of my live streams the other night that I said I needed to buy a mic to use as soon as I got the money, and Arctic graciously said that he was going to upgrade his mic and that he would give me his mic that he had been using. So he had sent it to me, and we've been going back and forth the last couple of days. Arctic, it is in the town somewhere. I've been playing tag with try not to say bad words, with our mail carriers. But it did arrive. They delivered it next door to my uncle's house, so he is keeping it safe for me, and I'm going to go over there. I didn't have time to run over and pick it up today before he let me know that it was over there. So I will tomorrow on my way out to work. I'm going to stop and pick it up, and I'm going to get it hooked up and figure out how to use it. So thank you so much, Arctic, for sending me your mic, and hopefully, like I said, I can figure out how to use it. But yes, I have received it. It is in safe hands right now. My uncle is taking very good care of it, and yes, I will get it fixed up. Yes, Arctic is very sweet. Arctic is a good guy, y'all. He is a good guy. He's a funny guy. Like I said, a very good advocate for the missing. Please do. I can't say it enough. Please check out his channel. All right, we will get into Olivia's case. So Olivia, this is such a tough case, as they all are. A tough case, a sad case. Olivia went missing in August of 2021 from Meriwether County, Georgia. And her remains were found in December of 2022. As of 2024, there have been no arrests made. There may be, I have to talk to Miss Tamara a little bit more about this. I think there are some, they haven't been named publicly, but some persons of interest or suspects, at least by the family, maybe by the police too. But I have to talk to Miss Tamara some more about that before I don't want to put any names out there. I want to make sure I have everything straight. But regardless, I just want to keep Olivia's name out there, keep her face out there, so that she is not forgotten. Her case is not forgotten. Hopefully, very soon there will be justice for Olivia. But she was just 26 years old when she went missing on August 13th, 2021, from Meriwether County, Georgia. As I said, she was found deceased in December of 2022. Let me make this full screen so I can read my slides a little bit better. Let me go back to the previous slide. Olivia disappeared in the early morning hours after leaving her boyfriend's house. So a little background on Olivia. She was Olivia Samantha Fowler, beautiful name for a beautiful girl. She was born on March 23rd, 1995. She grew up in the small town of Woodbury, Georgia, and she attended Manchester High School. At the time of her disappearance, she didn't have a stable housing, and she split her time living between her mother's house in Manchester and her father's house in Woodbury, which is only about 15 minutes apart. Olivia was a mother of three small, beautiful children. At the time that Olivia disappeared, her children were living with her cousin who had custody of them. Olivia had ties to Meriwether, Harris, Talbot, and Upson counties. So that could play a part maybe in trying to find out what exactly happened to Olivia, or who may have been responsible for her disappearance and death. And I forgot to say at the beginning, as I do with all my case of the weeks, I'm going to go through the presentation, just so everybody that's watching gets the information. And then after I present all the information, we'll have our comments and questions part of the show. That way, anybody who doesn't want to stick around for all the comments and questions, at least they can get all the information before they dip out if they want to, which is perfectly fine. I understand. So that's why I do it this way for our case of the weeks, and if I do a live missing person Monday. All right. So on the morning of August 12th, 2021, Olivia spoke to her sister, and I believe that is her sister, Roxanne, I believe her name is in the picture there with her on the slide. She spoke to her sister at her mother's house in Manchester. According to her sister, everything seemed fine. Olivia didn't seem distressed or upset about anything. Olivia later went to stay at her boyfriend's house, which was on Short Street and I'm going to try not to butcher this name, the Shalabate community, which is just outside of Manchester. That evening, later that evening, when she was at her boyfriend's house, she told her boyfriend was getting ready to go to bed, so she told her boyfriend that she was going to go outside to smoke a cigarette on the porch. Around 2 a.m., Olivia left her boyfriend's residence. Now I couldn't find the information about where this time frame came from, because I'm assuming that at 2 a.m. her boyfriend was asleep, because it said that when he woke up the next morning, he said Olivia was gone. There were local residents that reported seeing her walking in that area around 7:30 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. And around 10:30 a.m., Olivia was seen by a Georgia Department of Natural Resources ranger, which I'm assuming is what we kind of call down here in Arkansas, game and fish, game warden. I'm assuming it's the same thing. If I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. So she was seen by this natural resource ranger who did know her. He saw her walking along a Pebblebrook Road, which is just outside of Manchester in Meriwether County. And the slide there, or the picture on the left of the slide there, I just took that's not the exact spot that she was seen, but I just went on Google Maps and found Pebblebrook Road, just to give you an idea of kind of where Pebblebrook Road is in relation to Manchester. It looks like it's north of Manchester. And this sighting at 10:30 by this natural resource ranger was the last a confirmed sighting of Olivia. So after that, Olivia never returned home. She has never been seen or heard from again. She missed her youngest child's 1-year-old birthday, and I cannot imagine a mother missing her child's birthday for no reason. So that lends even, in my opinion, lends even more credence to the fact that something obviously happened to Olivia. She just didn't leave her of her own accord and had some kind of accident or self harm, and passed away. In my opinion, something definitely uh, nefarious happened to her. So on August 14th of 2021, her family did file a missing persons report with the Meriwether County Sheriff's Office when they were unable to locate her. So Olivia's family does believe that she was headed to the Cove, which is a place on the Flint River in Meriwether County. Um, Anybody who's familiar with this case or may know this area may can explain better what the Cove is. I did look it up, and from what I gather, it's maybe I don't know if it's a state park, but it's a wooded area. Maybe has hiking trails, driving trails. Um, Apparently, there's a river there that goes through the gorges. Uh, all the pictures I looked at it's very gorgeous. So I could see why she would maybe want to take a walk down there. Looks like it'd be very relaxing. When Olivia disappeared, she did not have her purse, cell phone, or ID with her, and her family says that it is very unlike her not to take anything with her if she was going to, say, be going out to run errands or something of that nature, and that it is very unlike her to just disappear without a trace, without letting anyone know at least, hey, I need a break or something of that nature. I just need to have some time to myself. Apparently, you know, it wasn't anything of that nature. Right, so I do have an article that I wanted to read. This article is from a year after Olivia disappeared, and I'm going to see Phil will let me share my screen so you can read along with me. As of right now, my farm signal's working fairly well, so we'll try here. It comes up. There, shouldn't have said anything. There, there it is. All right, let me change my layout so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. All right, and I'm just going to. This actually starts out with come on and load. There it goes. So 1 year later, a sister still searching for a Georgia woman, Olivia Fowler. The 27-year-old mother of three was last seen walking along a Pebblebrook Road in Meriwether County, Georgia on August 13th, 2021, and she has not been seen since. Now, like I said, this was just a year after she disappeared. And I'm going to skip down to the part where just give some background interview with her sister. So it says it's been almost 1 year since Roxanne's older sister, 27-year-old Olivia Fowler, was last seen in Meriwether County, Georgia. It's been hell, Roxanne said. There's just literally no sign of her. The Fowler sisters grew up in Woodbury, Georgia, within Meriwether County. It's a really small town, Roxanne said. We only have one grocery store. Reminds me of the town that I grew up in and still live in. Despite the size of the town, Roxanne told Dateline that she and her sister would always find things to do. We would always ride around in the car, listen to music, she said. It's exactly what me and my friends and my brothers did when we were teenagers. Ride around in the car, make rounds through the town, stop and talk to friends, listen to some music. Just reminds me, I can relate so much to these two sisters. Roxanne told Dateline they grew even closer when they both became pregnant, and you can see that picture there. I love this picture. Two beautiful, beautiful sisters. Uh, they both became pregnant around the same time. She loves her family, Roxanne said. She never had many friends, which she was just always a family person. Olivia's three young children live with Olivia and Roxanne's cousin, who did have custody of them. Olivia didn't really have stable housing, Roxanne said, so she split her time between their mother's house in Manchester and their father's house in Woodbury, which was about 15 minutes away from each other. Roxanne told Dateline she spoke with her sister on the morning of August 12th, 2021, at their mother's house, and everything seemed fine. She says, my mom had babysit my son, and I was getting ready to leave for work. Olivia was fixing to get in the shower. She asked me to use my phone so she could listen to music. Roxanne added that Olivia did not have a phone at that time. So I found that interesting, um, that Olivia did not have a phone, because it said that when she disappeared, when she left the house, that she did not have a phone with her. Roxanne said, I told her that I had to go to work. I was already running behind, so I told her I loved her and I left. And that was the last time that Roxanne saw her sister. This breaks my heart. That night, Olivia was staying at her boyfriend's house on Short Street in Manchester. He said that he was going to go to bed. Roxanne recalled Olivia's boyfriend telling her. She told him she was going on the porch to smoke a cigarette. Roxanne told Dateline that Olivia's boyfriend told her that when he woke up the next morning on August 13th, Olivia was not there. A local resident. So now I'm going to go back to when it said that she left the house, that she had gone out on the porch to smoke a cigarette, and that around 2 o'clock that morning she left the house. I don't know where that information came from. I'm gonna have to dig deeper. All the articles that I looked at, I could not find that information about where that information came from. So local residents that live on that same street said that they saw her that morning walking at around 7:30 a.m. Then a Georgia Department of Natural Resources officer spotted her, and that was around 10 or 10:30 a.m. Roxanne said that she believes Olivia was headed to a little place called the Cove, which is in Manchester. She said it's just a part of town. Roxanne told Dateline that was the last time that she was seen. Roxanne told Dateline that she got a concerning call from her mother on Saturday, August 14th. She was like, hey, have you talked to Olivia? And I was like, no. And she said, your daddy just came down here looking for her. Roxanne said as soon as her mother told her Olivia hadn't been seen since Friday, she immediately jumped into action. I said, well, I'm fixing to make a police report, Roxanne told Dateline, adding that she called her cousin for assistance. She called and made the police report. Their cousin reported Olivia missing on August 14th of 2021. The Meriwether County Sheriff's Office is investigating Olivia's disappearance. Dateline spoke with Chief Deputy Byron Hadley, who confirmed that Olivia was last seen on August 13th around 10:30 a.m. by this natural resource officer on Pebblebrook Road. Chief Deputy Hadley told Dateline that their department has, quote, executed over 20 search warrants. I don't know where all these search warrants were conducted at. And they have checked multiple counties and states for Olivia. He added that they have also done land and air operations related to the case and have had canine searches. Chief Deputy Hadley stressed to Dateline that they have, quote, worked the case diligently. He went on to say, we're actively looking and seeking any information that we possibly can. He said that as of now, and this was back in 2021 or 2022, he said there is no direct information related to foul play, but their office is not ruling it out. Roxanne says, I know that they're diligently working on the case, so hopefully we can get some answers soon. In May of 2022, it was announced that the FBI joined the search for Olivia. The Atlanta division of the FBI posted on their website that they and the Meriwether County Sheriff's Office are seeking the public's assistance in locating Olivia Fowler, a mother of three. Just some information. Roxanne told Dateline it is extremely unlike her sister to just disappear. We all know people don't just disappear. There is a reason. Either foul play, they left of their own accord, they had an accident, think something of that nature. They don't just vanish into thin air. She said, Roxanne said it is very, very odd. It's a really small town and everybody talks. And I can attest to that. That is true. I live in a town and I don't know how big the area that she disappeared, what the population is. I live in a town of barely 2,000. So everybody knows everybody's business. Everybody knows anything that may be going on. If anything is going on. So you would think that in a small town, like you said, it's a very small town, that if somebody saw something, they should say something. But Roxanne said that she believes someone knows something but is refusing to speak up. Roxanne stressed that Olivia does not have a history of mental health issues. She says it's been a really tough time on me, my family, her children. It has been very rough. But Roxanne told Dateline that they have not given up the search for Olivia. We passed out flyers. We have campaign-style yard signs, just trying to reach out to everybody. If you know anything, just come forward. Roxanne said, I'm getting married in September, so I would love for her to be there. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. Olivia just gives her, it was 5'2", 105 pounds, with dirty blonde hair, with blonde highlights, green eyes. She had a missing tooth on the right side of her mouth and has the words, I love you, tattooed on the elbow crease of her right arm. And there is a picture of the tattoo. According to Roxanne, Olivia was last seen wearing a tie-dye shirt, shorts, and flip-flops. So anyone, although, and I give this information, her physical description, what she was last seen wearing, or tattoos, any physical features, hopefully to jog somebody's memory, even though her remains are found, but the case is still not solved. And in giving all this information, description of her, hopefully it will jog somebody's memory, saying, hey, yeah, I saw her walking or in such and such a place at this time, or I saw her with somebody at this place at this time. So that's why I always give, regardless of if they have been found or not, I always give this information. So if you have any information regarding, and I will give these numbers again later, if you have any information about Olivia's case, as Sunshine from Mind and Monster says, if you see something, say something. So if you have any information, contact the local FBI office or the Meriwether County Sheriff's Office at 706-672-4489. All right, so I just wanted to read that because I thought that was just a beautiful interview. Let me get my layouts right again. There we go. Just a beautiful interview with Roxanne, Olivia's sister. Just breaks my heart. Just breaks my heart for these family members. All right. Hold on, let me go out for a minute and try to fix my it's cutting off half my slides and I can't read them. There we go. make sure I didn't skip a slide. Okay. So as I said in the article, in the May of 2022, the FBI did join the search. They followed up on leads at that time. They say nothing in their investigation suggested what could have happened to her. And now I do have a couple of videos to play. The first one is, I think, from either a year or 2 year or a year after Olivia went missing. Gives a little bit of information. Some of the information I've already given, but it also has an interview with Miss Tamara. I mentioned earlier, Miss Tamara is Olivia's aunt. So I just want to play this video for you guys. And I will, let me actually go back out so I can mute my cam and my mic while I play this.
Since August 13th of 2021.
Well, Fox 5's Doug Evans says learned the family has hired a private investigator in hopes of generating new leads.
It was on this rural Meriwether County road that Olivia Fowler was last seen on August 13th, 2 years ago. A DNR ranger who knew her said she was walking wearing a tie-dye t-shirt and sandals. The family says it's preparing for the grim realization that the second anniversary will soon be here.
I can't imagine families that are gone through this for 20 years, 28 years. And I pray to God that I'm not one of them.
The FBI joined the case this time last year, and yet there have been no reported developments since then. The family says they're taking matters into their own hands with the hiring of a private investigator.
We're going to move forward and finding answers, and they're excited. We're putting together a lot of events to, raise funds to, get them the ball rolling, getting them what they need, and, just making things happen.
Olivia Fowler's family remains active in community awareness of her case, as well as other missing and murdered women south of Atlanta. At the time of her disappearance, Olivia was 26 years old, a mother of 3. Investigators say they have followed up dozens of leads, both in Meriwether County and outside of it. But so far, nothing has surfaced in the investigation to show where or what may have happened to Olivia Fowler. Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
All right, that was just a little short video there. That was, like I said, that was Miss Tamara, Olivia's aunt there in the video. Miss Tamara, my heart just goes out to her. I'm in a lot of the Facebook groups that she's in, and I have linked all the sources that I've used for this video. I linked the Olivia's Army YouTube channel. I linked the missing and I can't say the M word, the missing and red rummed moms Facebook group. Olivia is featured a lot in that group. Please do go join and check it out and support that. Trying to think of some other links I put in there. But at any rate, most importantly, Olivia's Army YouTube channel and the Missing and Emmed Moms Facebook group. Please check those out. All right. So unfortunately, on August 22nd of 2023, DNA testing conducted by the FBI, did confirm that remains that had been found in December of 2022 were Olivia. No further details were released at the time, though authorities say that her case remains under investigation. As far as I know, once again, anybody I've seen, you guys are putting some comments in. If you have any updated information about the status of the investigation, if it's still open, I'm assuming that it is. I'm hoping that it is. Please do let me know. And I do have another short video about her remains being found.
Meriwether County, we have new information this afternoon on Olivia Fowler's disappearance. Her aunt just sat down with Fox 5's Doug Evans. She discussed the DNA results that identified Fowler's remains and where they were found.
Tamara McCoy, Olivia's aunt, believes her niece's remains were found on this dirt road deep into the woods of Meriwether County in December 2022.
Thick wood and very thick. It's a dead-end road, off a dirt road.
The Meriwether County Sheriff's Office has not released details on the discovery of the remains and referred the media to 2 press releases it has put out about Olivia Fowler's case. The first was when the remains were found last December. The second, from this week, about the DNA results that confirmed the remains were Olivia. McCoy remembers the road in the woods where she says the remains were discovered because she and a group of volunteers had searched that same area 3 months before in September and alerted authorities to their discovery of a cell phone, drug paraphernalia, and a tarp. She says to her knowledge none of those things were ever linked to Olivia, but the searchers found the discovery suspicious. In the Meriwether County media release from Tuesday, Sheriff Chuck Smith said, quote, "The case will now be classified from a missing person case to a death investigation. There is still much evidence to be analyzed and processed." Olivia was 26 years old and the mother of 3 children when she disappeared. On August 13, 2021, a DNR ranger reported that he saw Olivia walking on Pebblebrook Road. He knew her, and so that sighting was deemed credible and was said to have been the last. The ranger said she was wearing a tie-dye t-shirt and sandals. For McCoy, who has personally searched hundreds of Meriwether County locations for her niece, this now starts a new chapter in what has become a long tale of heartbreak. In Meriwether County, Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
All right. That's just so heartbreaking. But at least her remains were found, and they were able to bring her home, lay her to rest. So I can't say it enough. Just thoughts, prayers, good vibes to Miss Tamara, to Roxanne, Olivia's sister, to the whole family. It's just a horrible, horrible case. So that's really all the information, basically, that I have found. Like I said, please do visit the Missing and Emmed Facebook group and the Olivia's Army YouTube channel. It has lots and lots of information. I just wanted to share quickly a part of Olivia's obituary. Olivia Samantha Fowler, 28, of Woodbury, Georgia, died December 13th, 2022. Olivia was born March 23rd, 1995, the daughter of Kimberly Jo Lawhorn Fowler and Clint Olin Fowler. She was a mother of 3 beautiful children. She was a member of the Woodbury Baptist Church. Olivia loved to spend time with her children and her parents, sister, and grandparents. She loved her family dearly. She enjoyed fishing with her dad, going out to eat with her sister, and doing her nails and toes with her mom. She was preceded in death by her paternal grandmother, Eula Fowler, her maternal grandparents, Nancy and Doug Bradshaw, Joe Lawhorn, and stepbrother, Caleb Kirkendall. And she is survived by all 3 of her children, I believe, her mother and father, and assorted nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles. But I just wanted to kind of end on a little bit of an uplifting note. I just love family is the most important thing we have, and I just love that she spent lots of time with her children, with her sister, with her fishing with her dad. I can relate to that. I did a lot of fishing with my dad and my mom growing up. And hanging out with her mom or with her sister, getting her nails done, it just touches my heart, just tugs at my heartstrings. All right. So if you have any information at all, no matter how small or insignificant you think it may be, It is not too small. It could be the piece of the puzzle to the best case scenario, helping to solve Olivia's case, or at least give investigators, detectives a new avenue to go down. So if you have any information, once again, contact the Meriwether County Sheriff's Office at 706-672-6675, or the Atlanta Division of the FBI at 770-216-3000. Switch my layout. There we go. All right. Now, okay, so that was the presentation. So if anybody either watching now live or watching the replay, if you don't want to stick around for the questions and comments part of the show, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up button before you leave. Leave a comment. Most important thing you do, share this video or this live stream as soon as it ends. The more you share, the more you comment, the more it reaches as many people as possible. That is the whole goal of this, is to keep Olivia's name out there, keep her face out there, keep her story out there. So maybe we can get some tips, or so that she's never forgotten. That is the most important thing you can do. So anybody who's not going to stick around, once again, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. That helps the channel too. It's free and easy, just like hitting that like button. All right, so let me scroll down in the comments and see where I left off here. Okay, I think I'm down. All right. Let me get to the questions in the comments. See if anybody snuck in while I was doing the presentation. Don't want to miss anybody. Yes, Gil looks. He says Arctic is a machine. Yes, he is. He's a machine at getting those missing person videos out every day. I lose count of how many videos he puts out a day. He does wonderful work. Absolutely. Arctic says, please sign the petition to reform our broken Amber Alert system so that every missing child receives it. Excuse me, my supper's back. My supper's backing up on me. We had pizza for supper. But yes, please. I will, when I get done here, I will sign that petition, because the Amber Alert is a wonderful thing. But in my opinion, and evidently Arctic's opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, there needs to be some changes so that, as Arctic put it, every child gets a missing Amber Alert, no matter what this situation is. Because I know right now it has to be certain criteria to qualify for an Amber Alert. So thank you, Arctic, for that. Most definitely. I'm Miranda Lee. I'm so sorry to hear about your dad. Thoughts, prayers, and good vibes always, my friend. We'll keep him in our thoughts and prayers. So sorry, my dear, you're going through that. Yeah, thank you, everybody, sending prayers and thoughts to Miranda. Absolutely. Thank you, Kimber. Yeah, like, subscribe, and share. Very easy and free. Hello, Miss Marissa. Hello, everyone. Good to see you, Marissa. Always good to have Miss Marissa here from Australia, if I'm not mistaken. My brain's not working too much with the work that I've been doing. I've been doing door dashing and spark driving, doing deliveries for Walmart, grocery deliveries. So I've been out up and down the roads lugging groceries. I like it so far. All right. Yes, Arctic says it's a sad case. I've also covered Olivia on my channel. Yes, he has. Please check out not just Olivia, but definitely check out the videos that Arctic has done on Olivia's case and all his other hundreds of videos that he does on all these important cases. Excuse me. It says my prayers go out to her family. Absolutely. Yep, there we go. Arctic's got the red flags going. I haven't seen Miss Marion in here. Usually Miss Marion Tate has the red flags going, but yep, definitely red flags. Yeah, in my opinion, it's just my uneducated, or I would say uneducated. I'm educated. My unprofessional opinion, because I'm not law enforcement or anything like that. But in my opinion, something hinky going, something sketchy. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think she was leaving of her own accord. I don't think she would self-harm. I don't think she was out, wandering around and had an accident and passed. That's just my opinion. But feel free. I'm sure you guys have left comments. Feel free to leave a comment in chat, or if you're watching on replay, your opinions, your theories. Yep, here's Miss Barbara's here. Hey, Miss Barbara. Yeah, she's got the red flags up. Everybody's got the red flags up. Yep, Chris Gideon's got the red flags up. Absolutely. Arctic says always a red flag when a woman leaves without her purse or phone. Absolutely. I might not always carry, because I hate carrying purses, but I have a little change purse thing that I have my driver's license in. I have my debit card, if I'm carrying any cash, anything important, and I always have my phone. And my car keys are attached to my little change purse, to my little wallet thing. So I always at least have that. I do not leave the house without my little wallet with my ID and my debit card and whatever, and my phone. Don't leave the house without it. So yeah, that is very, very probably the biggest red flag. Miranda says high risk victim. Did it come up? Hold on, it might be slow. Oh, I may have to go to my phone. Hold on. It's not coming up. Hold on. That is a very good question. Trying to find your comment on my phone so I can put it up there, because apparently it's not going to come up on. Oh, there it is. Miranda asked if she was a high risk victim. I wouldn't think so. I mean, I know she had, as we all do. Now her family says she didn't have any mental health issues. Unknown substance issues. But I mean, I don't know. If anything, in my opinion, she would be maybe low to medium. Maybe, like I said, I don't know her complete background. That's another thing I was going to try to get with Miss Tamara this week, to get a little bit more information that she was felt comfortable sharing, for me to share in this video. But between she was busy and I was busy working, and we just had a hard time connecting. But that is a good question though, Miranda. Absolutely. Kimber said beautiful girl. Yes, beautiful girl, beautiful inside and out. Absolutely. Miss Barbara says so sad. Miranda also says very pretty. Absolutely. Yep. Kimber, so sad. Absolutely. Absolutely, Chris. No mom leaves her kids. Absolutely. Absolutely. And going back to the high risk, and if she had any kind of problems going on, in my opinion, no matter what kind of problems you may have going on, you always love your kids. And you're not going to willingly leave your kids. Now, it did say that either her sister or her cousin did have custody of the kids at the time. I don't know that the situation of that, but she was still spending time with her kids. So yeah, no mom. I don't think she would willingly leave her kids. Yep, Arctic talking about going about somebody how she was hanging out in Arctic City. Yep, we had the strip that we would all go cruising at. Yeah, we did here in our town too. Yeah, that's what kids, teenagers do in a small town. Anybody who didn't grow up in a small town, yeah, all you had to do is basically get in the car and cruise around the town. We would stop at on one end of town. We had all the gas stations. The end of town that was close to the freeway, because we're just right on Interstate 40 here in Arkansas. We'd make it, and then eventually they put in a Sonic. So we'd either sit in one of the gas stations, sit in the Sonic, talk to some friends for a while, make the 2-minute drive through town, and on the other end of town there was a car wash, so we would congregate at the car wash and get out and talk to our friends and horse around and listen to music. And I have to say that the law enforcement around here are pretty good with us playing, because we had the loud music playing. It was back in the 80s, so we had the music playing, late 80s, early 90s. So we always had the loud rock and roll hair bands going. And as long as we weren't causing any trouble, they didn't say anything about the loud music for the most part. But yeah, that's about all you have to do in a small town. Absolutely. Miss Kimber says, wild horses couldn't drag me away from my son, and he is 32. Absolutely. It doesn't matter how old your kids get. You're you're always gonna be there for them. Absolutely. Yeah. Miss Barbara says, a good mom, yes, a good mom would not leave their kids willingly. Now, unfortunately, we do have maybe not so much some moms in the news lately with their kids, but some stepdads, boyfriends. I've always read from professionals that the most dangerous, when talking about kids, younger kids and teenagers, the most dangerous person that a mother, and I'm not blaming mothers by any means, but the most dangerous thing that a mother can do is bring a new boyfriend or something of that nature, a new male friend into the house, into the situation, because you just never, and I'm not saying that all boyfriends, stepdads are bad, but a lot of them, or some of them are, and you just never know sometimes until it's too late. It's just a horribly sad situation. Absolutely. Arctic said, by all accounts, this is just extremely out of character for Olivia. Yes, I agree, in my opinion. Yep, Kimber said that they would cruise up and down the road. Absolutely. Miranda asked, why were her kids under custody of her cousin? I don't know the exact reason, Miranda. Like I said, that's one of the things that I was going to ask Miss Tamara if she felt, comfortable. I was going to ask her, ask her some questions and see what she wanted me to, because I don't want to put anything out there that the family doesn't want out there or doesn't feel comfortable being out there. I mean, they have nothing to hide, obviously, but I don't know the exact reason why the cousin had custody. There may be somebody else in chat that knows. Yeah, Miranda says, I don't believe the boyfriend. In her opinion, maybe there was a fight that caused her to leave. Yeah, see, I still keep going back to this. In this article, it said that Olivia left the house at 2 a.m. in the morning. Who saw her leave? I don't know where this statement came from. Like I said, I put a link to all the sources that I use, all the articles. and I could never find where this information who it was attributed to about. What it was the boyfriend. Was it the boyfriend that saw her that said he saw her leave at 2 a.m? But then he says he discovered she was gone when he woke up that next morning. So that is a very valid point, Miranda. That's something that bothers me too. And I'm not saying by any means that the boyfriend had anything to do with it, but it's just very odd. I've that's one of the top things I want to know is where this information came from that said whoever it was said or saw her leaving at 2 a.m. in the morning from the boyfriend's house. Oh, yeah, that's probably, yeah, Arctic, you're probably right. About why the cousin had the custody, because it did say that, at the time that Olivia was going back and forth between staying with her, I believe her mother, and her dad's house. So the cousin offered the kids stability. Absolutely. Thank you, Arctic. Thank you so much. I always know Arctic can come through with information. Miranda asked, why didn't the boyfriend let Olivia's family know she had left? He might have, and they just maybe didn't mention it in the articles that I read. Or maybe I missed something, forgot. I've read so many articles that sometimes some information has to be kicked out to bring in new information. I'm trying to think if it said if he did. Well, I don't want to assume. I would assume though that he would have let them know, but I said I don't know for sure, so I can't say for sure. But Arctic said that's a good question. So yeah, that is a question. Kind of red flaggy. Yep, there's. I see Miss Bar. I ain't got there yet. I see Miss Barbara's got some more red flags up. Yep, Kimber said that is highly sus. Brenda says she couldn't live with her mom or dad with the children. Yeah, we don't know the situation. It could be that you know I don't know how old her mom and dad were at the time. I know a lot of older folks and some younger folks, and I love children. Don't get me wrong, but I can only be around children for so long. Maybe they didn't have room. Just some situation that um, wasn't conducive to Olivia and the children either staying at the mom's house or the dad's house. Yep, there's some Miss Barbie and her red flags. Absolutely. Excellent point, Kimber. Kimber says that tells me she was a good mom. She did what was best for the kids. Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Barb says these small towns are getting very scary to me these days. Yeah. When I was younger and even into my teens and young adults, you would always hear about the, quote, bad things happening in the bigger towns and bigger cities. For example, like the biggest city that I live closest to is Little Rock, and that's like 30 minutes, 30 miles away, 40 miles away. And then we got Jacksonville and Cabot around. So I always thought all the bad stuff happened in like Little Rock, Jacksonville, places like that, and not in small towns like I live in. But yeah, anymore these days, it happens everywhere. Crime and violence doesn't discriminate between the big cities and the small towns, unfortunately. Excellent point, Miranda. Miranda says the fact that she was somewhat homeless, had no phone, and was walking alone puts her at a higher risk for becoming the victim of a crime. Yes. Yeah, because you were asking earlier about a high-risk victim. Yeah. Yeah, somewhat homeless, but at least she could go to either her mom's house or her dad's house, or assumingly her boyfriend's house. But yeah, just the fact that she was out alone walking, supposedly anywhere from 2 o'clock in the morning until the neighbors saw her at 7:30 in the morning out walking. Very high risk, being out alone, a young lady out walking alone, maybe possibly very early in the morning, with no phone to call for help in case anything happened. Definitely high risk. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Her remains were found in December 2022, but they weren't identified until August of 2023 through DNA. Absolutely. Chris said he'd like to discuss on Discord after this. I'll try. I've been trying to get on my Discord for like the past 2 days, and my swamp or my farm cow fart signal has not been. I've been having a hard time getting a lot of stuff to come up the last couple of days on my laptop, running my hotspot through my phone, and I have not been able to get Discord to come up for like 3 days now. So that's why I haven't been on the check Discord or put anything on Discord or answered if anybody sent me any messages. I apologize, but I just between work and then, like I said, I have not been able to get Discord to come up at all. So that's why I'm not ignoring anybody who's messaged me on Discord. I just haven't been able to get on there. Miranda, I don't think that they know a cause or manner of death. And I'm trying to think, and I'm sure Arctic or somebody knows, because Arctic is familiar with this case. I'm trying to think if when they found her remains, if they were already skeletonized or not. I know she was identified through DNA, but you can get DNA from the teeth and probably other bones. I think somebody said that you could get DNA from maybe the marrow. But if the Arctic or somebody hasn't already answered, if her remains were skeletonized when they found them. So, and I think Miranda, I think I did read that all the articles I found that they have not determined a cause of death or manner of death. And for anybody who doesn't know the difference, and let me make sure I get this right, cause of death is what caused the death, such as stabbing, GSW, strangulation, manner of death would be homicide, natural causes, accidental, and I think there's one more I'm probably forgetting. But homicide, accidental, natural causes. It took me a long time to learn the difference between cause of death and manner of death, because I went for so many years thinking that cause and manner was the same thing, and then I'm like, wait a minute, they're different. Yes, Kimber says it took 8 months to identify her remains. Yes, I knew Arctic would have an answer already. Arctic says foul play is suspected, but the last time that he saw the cause was still under investigation. Yes, absolutely. DNA testing is very, I don't know so much that it's slow, but maybe the reason it's slow is because I've always read and heard that there is such a backlog of DNA to be tested that it just unfortunately takes months, years. her DNA to be tested, and it's the same with SA kits. Unfortunately, there's such a backlog of SA kits that need to be tested, and there's just not enough manpower, or woman power, people power, or funding to get the DNA testing and the SA kit testing done in a timely manner. Yeah, Kimber says you would think the testing would be faster now. Yeah, you would think so, but they'll fund everything else, but they won't let go of enough. Just my opinion, let go of the pocketbook to be able to get this DNA testing and these SA kits tested faster. Yeah, Chris, like I said, if I can get on Discord, I'll try to get on there after we get done here, but I'm not going to promise anything. As like I said, I've been trying to get on Discord for probably more than all week now, and I think I've made it on there one time for a few minutes, and then it pooped out on me. So that's also another valid point. Miss Barbara says I've come to the conclusion that they don't care. Yeah, and I think, and I know what you're referring to with Timmy's case. They absolutely, in my opinion, don't. They don't care. They're trying to cover up, but that's a whole different can of worms. In my opinion, I think the lab people do the best they can with what they have to work with. But if law enforcement doesn't get in any big hurry, or like Miss Barb said, if they don't care about getting stuff tested, and if the whoever is in charge of doing the funding to get the testing done don't let go of the money, then it's the lab people, their hands are tied as to what they can do and how fast they can work, and it's just unfortunate. Yes, absolutely correct. Arctic says no named suspects in her disappearance so far either, but like I said at the beginning, just from and once again, please check out the Facebook group Missing and M'd Moms. Just from comments that Miss Tamara has made, Olivia's aunt, I think either, I know for sure the family, and I don't know about law enforcement, do have their suspicions about who may have been responsible for this, but either law enforcement is not taking action, or but yeah, just from conversations I've had with Miss Tamara, and like I said, things that she's posted on Facebook, I think they have suspicions on what may have happened and who did it. But like I said, either law enforcement's not acting on it, or they just don't have enough evidence or probable cause to act on it. I don't know which case, I don't know which it is. Yes, Miranda says baby daddies, boyfriends, the DNR. Oh, you're talking about the ranger. All need to be investigated. Yeah, see, and once again, I'm not saying, but I'm just food for thought. The natural resources ranger, or what we call once again game and fish warden, game warden, was the last person to see her. He did know. I know. I read in articles that he did know her. That was last time she was seen. Like I said, I'm not saying. I'm just the little squirrels in my head are going when I read that. So yeah, that's valid, very valid points you make, Miranda. Okay, Arctic says the case is still open. Excellent. I'm Assuming you're talking about Miss Marion. Oh yeah, Miss Marion says hello. She has the grandkids. Oh, wonderful. Spending time with them grandbabies. Oh yeah, that's more important than hanging out with us. We love when Miss Marion is here, but spending time with them grandbabies, that is the most important. Just like when Mr. Steve and Mrs. Steve are hanging out with their kids and grandkids with baby Steve and double alt and triple alt. Spoil them grandbabies. That's another good question. Miranda says, I wonder if there was any DNA on her remains from the offender. That is a good question. Like I said, I'm still trying to remember if I've read, or if I read and forgot what condition her remains were when they found them. Because it was a little bit over. So she disappeared in August of 21. Her remains were found in 22, December of 22. So a year and a half. Y'all may check me on my math. A year and a half from when she assumably passed away, because you would assume that she most likely passed away around the same time that she disappeared. So that'd be a year and a half. So I don't know if that would be skeletonized already, or I don't, that would be a good question for Mr. Steve. But I'm assuming Mr. Steve is, y'all send out thoughts, prayers, and good vibes to Mr. Steve, because I believe he's probably out on the road again, because he did not have a show last night. And I think he may be back. I think they somebody posted on his community wall that he might have a show tomorrow night, if tomorrow is Saturday. And by the way, it is my birthday weekend, guys. I'm gonna stop celebrating birthdays because I don't want to get any older. Absolutely, artist says tell Miss Barb, tell Miss Marion hi from all of us, and that we love her. Send kisses and hugs. That is another good question, Miranda. Who found her remains? I never came across that information. Arctic may have it. He's the resident expert on this case that's here. I'm gonna assume maybe either searchers, or it could have been a case, because a lot of these cases with missing persons, they go missing and are found years, or after. It's by accident, by dog walkers, hikers, hunters. But I don't know if that was the case, or if they were doing more searches and came across her remains that way. But that is an excellent question, Miranda. Yes, absolutely. Arctic says, if so, meaning, I'm assuming meaning if they have any persons of interest or any evidence. If so, they're probably holding that information close to the vest while they build a case. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, they would hold any information they had as not to compromise the case, and especially not release any information that only the offender would know. Hello, welcome, Miss Kimberly Lotz. Always a pleasure and honor to have Miss Kimberly Lotz here. For anybody who does not know, Miss Kimberly is Durante Martin's grandmother. It is always a pleasure to have Miss Kimberly here, so welcome. Once again, check out my Fredericktown, Missouri case playlist. I've done the deep dive for Durante's case. Horrible case, just like I've done a deep dive of Durante's case. I've done a tribute video for Durante. I've done I read the coroner statement from the night, from the coroner, from the night that Durante passed, when his life was taken. He didn't pass, his life was taken, in my opinion, not by himself. I've also done a deep dive on Timmy D's case, who, like I said earlier, anybody that wasn't here, Miss Barbara Hall is Timmy D's mother, another Fredericktown case. I've also done a tribute video for Timmy. So please check out the Fredericktown, Missouri case playlist for Timmy's case, Durante's case, other cases Fredericktown cases that I'm going to cover in the future, because there are so many of them. It's an S storm. It's a dumpster fire, not in a good way like we have here. The whole Fredericktown thing is a true horrible dumpster fire, and it just seems like it just keeps going and keeps going. So welcome, Miss Kimberly. I see everybody absolutely welcoming Miss Kimberly. Yes, show Miss Kimberly much love and respect in the chat. I know you guys always do. Yeah, as far as I know, Miranda, they're not calling it a homicide, but they haven't ruled out homicide. So in other words, it's whatever. It could be whatever. It could be homicide, could be accidental, could be whatever. Absolutely. Miss Barb says that she thinks they're probably holding back information, making a case. Let's hope so. I hope that's what they're doing. Absolutely. Miranda says prayers for the Fowler family. Absolutely. Excellent point, as always. Arctic says not officially, but and I'm assuming you're saying they haven't officially called it a homicide, but they're investigating, and the body was found in 2023. It's 2024. If they felt it was anything other than homicide, they would have closed the case, in his opinion. I agree. Yeah, if they thought it was just a self-harm, accident, anything to do with illegal substances, and I'm not saying that Olivia did that, but yeah, if they thought it was anything other than the homicide, I think I agree with Arctic. They would have said, okay, this is what we think happened, and we're closing the case. So yeah, I agree, my friend. Absolutely, truth and justice, heartbreaks for these families. Absolutely. Yep, I agree. Miranda says, I want to know who found her remains. Yeah, like I said, in all the articles that I've read, I never could find, unless I just overlooked it or didn't find the right article. But it had to be, or in my opinion, the most two likely scenarios were they were doing searches and they found her in a search, or it was, found accidentally by a hiker, dog walker, hunter, and I don't know if the area that was found in, if hunting was allowed, but something of that nature. Thank you. Good Luxie said you all are so very appreciative for all you do for these families. Yes. It takes everybody. It takes the creators, the communities that support the creators, the families of families of the victim, family members of the victims, of the missing or the deceased, that allow us, trust us to share these stories. It takes a village, as Sunshine said. It takes a village. It takes a village. Miranda, the name, I did put a link. The links are in the description. The Facebook group is called, and I can't say the M word, but it's Missing and Red Rummed Moms. It's called I think it's M&M, Missing and Red Rum Moms. The link to it is in the description. The Olivia's Army YouTube channel is also linked in the description box. And there are numerous other groups on Facebook that also feature Olivia, but the Missing and M Moms Miss Tamara posts in there a lot about Olivia. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, Chris said they're linked in the description. Thank you. Truth and Justice said already shared to my group. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Kimber says she subbed to Truth and Justice. Thank you. Yep, we got to support all these good creators out there who do it for the right reasons. I have no problem with other creators. I love all these other creators, and I'm honored when all other creators come into my live streams. It's always an honor and a pleasure. We all got to work together. All got to work together and not fight amongst ourselves. And I don't want to get off on a tangent, but I've tried watching some other channels, maybe 2 seconds in, and all they're doing, instead of discussing a missing person or a case, is they're trashing other creators. And I just like, no, no, just ridiculous. But I'm not gonna get on. We'll save that for like a true crime after. No, I don't even want to do that, because my channel is no drama. Oh, hold on. I know you guys can't see it, but we just got an Amber Alert come up for Arkansas. Amber Alert, Crawford, Arctic. I don't know if you got it on your phone. Amber child abduction. Amber Alert. Crawford County, Arkansas. 14-year-old white female. Abby Force. Check local news for more info. Wow. I wish you guys could see it on my screen, but once again in Arkansas, Crawford County. I'm trying to think of where Crawford County is. It didn't give the name of the city. Child abduction, Amber Alert, Crawford County, 14-year-old white female, Abby Force. Check local news for more info. I'm gonna have to check that out when we get done here. Arctic, if you can check that out, maybe if you're if you find any information on it, please let me know and I will relay it on here. It scared me when that started. That first I thought it was a weather alert, but all our bad weather is gone here. Let me see if I can find it right quick. And it doesn't give any other information, just the name and from Crawford County. All right, Arctic, get on it. And I'm not making light on it, but I want to. Yeah, Arctic, if you can find any information. I can't do it right now. My phone. I'm using my phone to record with. Pray thoughts and prayers. 14-year-old abduction. I think somebody that I can pop it again, Miss. If somebody, Miss Kimberly, wants the petition to sign, if somebody can pop the link to it, you may have already done it. I'm behind in comments by about 40 minutes. If somebody can pop the link again to the petition. Yes, Truth and Justice also. I think Arctic was the one that. Oh, the petition for the Amber Alert. Ironic, since we just fitting, since we just had an Amber Alert pop up here in Arkansas. And I'm sure somebody either will or already has popped it in again. Oh yeah, there it is. Yep, absolutely. Kimber got it in there. Thank you, Kimber. Yes, absolutely. And Chris may have done it. Truth and Justice channel wanted Chris to share the link to his group for Miranda. If he hasn't done it, if he can't do it, I'll try to. I think I'm in the Truth and Justice channel group. I'll let me get through comments, and if somebody else hasn't posted it already, I'll try to find it, truth, and get it posted for you. Trying to get caught up in comments. Oh, there's another Dawn. Welcome, other Dawn. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Miranda. Miranda said she subbed to Olivia's Army and requested to join the Facebook group. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know if Chris Gideon, I don't know if he's a mod or anything in that group. He's a mod or an admin in a lot of these groups. And if anybody wants to join, I do also have a Facebook group too, called Southern Gal True Crime, obviously. I forgot to put the link in, but it is in the links of my page description. So definitely do join it. I also have a page, Southern Gal True Crime page. Pop that up there right quick. If I can find the right. Yeah, there it is. Both of them are obviously Southern Gal True Crime. I post more in the group than I do on the page. I post all the missing that I find and cases that I find. It's articles that I find, and I share a lot of missing posts from other groups that I'm in. I share them to my group. On the page, I share some of the missing, but I do share articles, some of the articles that I use in my live streams of videos, some of my source articles, and just interesting stuff that I find. So both of them are worth checking out. So please do that. All right. Get back to comments. Make sure I didn't. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything. A batch of comments just popped up again. I'm gonna stop my cam for a second. As long as you guys can still hear me while I'm going through comments. Oh, that's neat, Miranda. I also have a brother named Daniel. Oh, excellent. Miss Barb says that she never leaves her house without her pepper spray. Excellent. I think you could take on Miss Barber. From all, I've never met you in person yet. I hope to one of these days. I hope I can meet you and a lot of you guys and gals and other creators. I hope at some point I get to meet some of y'all. But I all the interviews and everything I've seen, I think Miss Barber's pretty feisty. Pretty feisty. I think she could take out anybody she put her mind to. CJK says, do you know why the FBI became involved? I don't know exactly, but I'm assuming usually when the FBI becomes involved, it's either because law enforcement, local law enforcement has to call them in, or in one of the articles I read, or one of the slides, it did say that when they were talking about they had carried out 20 search warrants in different states. Now, being as they were in different states, that might be one of the reasons that the FBI became involved. Because if anything crosses state lines from one state to another, the FBI can get involved, from what I understand, without being asked to get involved. They can automatically get involved if anything crosses state lines. But I don't know the exact reason that the FBI became involved. Hey, Mickey. I don't know if she's still here. I'm dropping in for the thumbs up. Happy Friday. Thanks, Mickey. She may be gone, but thank Mickey, another wonderful mod. Wonderful mod. Always good to have Mickey dropping in. Absolutely. Happy Friday. Yeah, but I'm working tomorrow on the Saturday. Going out and delivering some more, dashing some more food and delivering some more groceries to people tomorrow. And it's my birthday weekend. That's all right. Got to make money when I can make it. Absolutely. Miss Barbara says, yes, you never let anybody live in your house with your kids, male or female, because you never know. Absolutely. There's one creator that I watch. She's a profiler, and her opinion is you wait at least either a year or 2 years if you meet, especially a male. If you start dating or seeing a male, you wait at least a year or 2 years before you let them anywhere near your children. So yes, that is a very, very valid and excellent point, Miss Barbara. Hey, Tony, there's Tony. Always good to have Tony's place here. Welcome, welcome, Tony. See, people are sneaking in on me. See how far I'm about 35 minutes behind in comments. I'm trying to get caught up. Let's see. Yeah, we're only been going an hour and a half. That's not too bad. I'm gonna try to keep it around 2 hours so more people will watch it. Even though I did give all the information like I always do first before I started the comments and questions part. That way, anybody who didn't want to stick around for comments and questions, at least they got all the important information about Olivia. Tony, this case is from 2021. Olivia went missing, and somebody's probably already answered, but Olivia went missing August 13th of 2021. Her remains were actually found in December of 2022, and they were positively identified in 2023. So it's about 3 years old now. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, Marissa. Marissa says, my sister has walked out on her 3 children, aged 15, 13, and 10. She has not been seen by family for 4 months. We are lucky to know that she is alive because others have seen her out of character for her. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marissa. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Yes, that is a valid point. Marissa says not all mothers are created equal. Yeah, there are some mothers and fathers out there. Yeah, there are some mothers out there who would absolutely walk out on their kids, just because they either are just selfish or they may have substance abuse problems. They have something that in their mind is more important than their children. But yeah. But that is a valid point. Turn my cam back on. Yes. Miranda says, but they didn't report her missing until the following day, so I'm thinking maybe the boyfriend didn't notify them. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm beginning, like I said, we never make assumptions or say we absolutely know this, but I do have questions about the boyfriend. Now I'm not saying by any means that he had anything to do with it, but yeah, if he didn't report her missing immediately when she wasn't there, or at least if he didn't notify the parents when he got up that morning, whatever time it was that he got up, and found that she wasn't there, and well, he wouldn't have had a way to get in touch with her because she didn't have a phone. But yeah, at the very least, I would have been on the phone with the parents and say, "Hey, have you seen Olivia? She's gone. I didn't know that she left. Have you seen her?" I would have at least done that. At the very least. Oh, Miranda. Okay. Miranda was asking Marissa if I'm assuming Miranda was asking Marissa if Marissa's sister is listed as a missing person. Tony asked, "Where is her child? Are you talking about Olivia, or are you talking about Marissa's sister?" Sorry, I'm behind. I might have missed something. Yeah, if you're talking about Olivia, Olivia's kids are with her cousin. Get a look. See, said undetermined. I don't know what. Trying to get caught up. Thank you, Kimber. Kimber said happy birthday. Yeah, I'm getting too old now. I'm gonna be 53. I'm gonna stop celebrating birthdays. I should have stopped at like maybe 40 or at least 50. Thank you. Get a look. See. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Thank you, Arctic. There's a Miss Tamara. Hey, Miss Tamara, glad you can make it. So glad to have you here. You guys, Olivia's Army is Miss Tamara, so show Miss Tamara some love and respect as always. As we always do for family members in the chat. I know you guys will. I have a wonderful community, or mutual community. All of our, I think a lot of creators that are in here and some that aren't here, like True Crime Web and some other ones, the good ones, we share community members. Good to have you here, Miss Tamara. I don't know how much you got to see, but you can always go back and watch the replay. But I hope I did Olivia justice, and I will keep doing whatever I can to keep Olivia's name and her face out there. Most definitely, ma'am. Absolutely. Timmy D's. Hashtag justice for Timmy D's. And I know Miss Kimberly's got it there too. Hashtag justice for Durante Martin. Absolutely. We can add hashtag justice for Olivia Fowler. Absolutely. Justice, we need justice for all these folks. Hey, Dandy, there's my Dandy Linus. Hello, all you faithful followers and friends. Hey, Dandy, good to have you here. Another one, another wonderful mod. Dandy's a busy lady. She's a busy lady. Been a while since I've seen you, Dandy. But like, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I've been trying to get on Discord forever, and my cow fart signal, my farm signal, has not been working this week. And the last couple of weeks, it was working perfectly. I mean, it was like I had internet, and I was just still going through my hotspot on my phone. I mean, it was working fast, perfect, and now this week it's gone to crap again. It's become a dumpster fire again. Oh, I just don't understand. But anyway, enough of my problems. Oh, don't worry, honey. It's okay. You can watch it on replay. It's just like when it gets done, it'll be just like a video. You can watch, or you can go back now and watch it from the start, whatever. I know you said you were busy and you were doing another live, so no need to apologize, ma'am. No need to apologize. But you can answer any questions or give any information, whatever you feel comfortable sharing or giving. Absolutely, Miss Tamara. You're most welcome. You're most welcome, my dear. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the families. Okay, thank you. Miss Tamara said hunters found. See, that's one thing I said, or one of my theories, or my two theories was either it was an organized search or it was accidental find by hunters, hikers, dog walkers. So thank you, Miss Tamara. Hunters found her. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Tamara. She said, a hunter did, but they didn't go. I don't know what that means. Miranda and Miss Tamara May Vance wanted to know if she was suspicious of the hunter or the resource officer who last saw her. Oh my goodness. Miss Tamara said the last update they're claiming that she did it to herself. Yeah, I don't know what, of course, I don't have all the information, obviously, Miss Tamara, that you have or that law enforcement has, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, it'd be just from what I've read and what you've told me, you've said in Facebook groups and videos. I can't see that. I can't see it at all. Okay, Miss Tamara said neither. I don't know if you're talking about you're not suspicious of either the hunter or the resource officer. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, once again, for anybody who is asking for the link to the petition for the Amber Alert, that's the link. Okay, Miss Tamara said she was found over 200 yards from the main road. So that is basically 2 football fields away from a main road. I'm assuming, was it wooded? Oh, okay. Let me, I'm getting down to Miss Tamara's information. So she was found over 200 yards away from the main road. She was covered with pine, straw, and bleach. That's not red flaggy at all. And they can't determine toxicology after a year and a half has passed. She was deep in the woods. Absolutely. Yeah, bleach. Yeah, Miss Tamara said, how could she have done it to herself if she was covered in bleach? That right there, in my opinion, says foul play. You don't cover yourself in bleach. Absolutely not. And you don't. And if you were going to go out and self-harm yourself, why would you cover yourself in, what did you say, pine straw? No, you would just go out to wherever you were going to go, do it however you were going to do it, and just fall. This is just all my opinion, but yeah, the bleach, yeah. In my opinion, once again, the bleach tells me foul play, and that she was covered in pine straw, just that. And then she was found 200 yards from the main road. Yeah. Nope. Absolutely. They do not want to admit that they failed her. I agree, Miss Tamara. Miranda asked, did she leave her person phone at the boyfriend's house? I'm not sure. Okay. Thank you, Miss Tamara. I love you too. Love you too, Miss Tamara. Yes, and Miss Tamara says, thank you all. Absolutely, ma'am. We got your back. And to answer Miranda's question, Miss Tamara said no, her purse and wallet were at her sister's house, and she did not have a phone. And all she had was a basket of clothes, which was freshly washed. Miss Barbara, did you get that Amber Alert from Arkansas? Because I mentioned earlier that Amber Alert came up on my phone. Yeah, Miss Barbara said there's an Amber Alert going off right now for a 14-year-old girl. Yep. I don't know if Arctic checked it out or if anybody checked it out. I didn't even get the name. All that popped up on my phone, and I can't. I'm recording through my phone right now, so I can't go on my phone and check to get the additional information. Absolutely. Thank you also to Arctic Fox True Crime for covering Olivia's case. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh yeah, there did. Yeah, Abby. Yeah, I did get her name. Abby Force. Yes, that's the one from Arkansas. The Amber Alert of 14-year-old Abby Force from Arkansas. I knew Arctic would be on the case. He said he's on the Amber Alert. That's why he's not chatting. Thank you, Arctic. Yes, that is more important than chatting. Is get that information out about that Amber Alert. Yes, as Barbara said, I should have known. Your Arctic Fox is the best. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so Miranda asked, see, I was wondering about that too, what the police were saying. Miranda asked Miss Tamara if the police were saying, trying to say it was an OD, and Miss Tamara said, yes, they are. Mm, horrible. And like I said, I don't know. Somebody, I don't know if you were here, Miss Tamara, but somebody asked me earlier if Olivia had a history of substance abuse, and I don't know. I didn't know, so I didn't want to say anything that give any information that I didn't know. And Miranda asked, did the boyfriend say if he and Olivia had a fight? And Miss Tamara said, but yeah, you can't determine toxicology after a year and a half. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what it said in an article. The article I read that the boyfriend said that day he said she just walked away. But Ms. Tamara also says that she has a text to dispute that. And we were also questioning Ms. Tamara in the article that I read, could be wrong, but it said some information that was given that she walked away from the house at 2 o'clock in the morning of April 13th. I don't know if that's correct or not, or where that information came from, but we were all kind of questioning, you know, where did that information come from? Did it come from the boyfriend, from somebody else? Because said he was going to bed, and when she went out on the porch to smoke the cigarette, and then he woke up the next morning and she was gone. Oh goodness. All right. So I'm so glad Miss Tamara's here to fill us in on this information. Miss Tamara said, but had a pending case where he held her against her will. That is disturbing. That is disturbing. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I tend to agree. Miranda says, I feel like she wouldn't have abruptly left in the middle of the night without a reason. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara said that her mom walked out on my brother, sister, and me. I'm so sorry, Miss Barb. Much love. You know I love you much, lady. You and Miss Marion and Miss Kimberly and Miss Erica, Durante's grandma and mother. Absolutely. Miss Tamara said she definitely would not have left walking in the early morning hours barefoot. Nope. Yeah, Miranda said that's not good at all. I wish she would have stayed away from him. He is a predator, most definitely. Okay, we were also wondering, somebody, I think Tony asked, why the FBI got involved. Ms. Tamara said the FBI got involved because she begged them to. She filed numerous complaints against both Meriwether County and Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Excellent. So the FBI was assisting, basically. Thank you, Miss Tamara, for being here and giving us all this information. I didn't, like I said, people were asking me questions earlier, and I didn't, and anything that I didn't know the absolute, no, absolutely, I didn't want to give out any misinformation about the questions they were asking. Hey, Miranda asked, do you know if there was any damage to any of Olivia's bones? And Miss Tamara said they aren't releasing any of that yet. So have whatever you can disclose or not, or if you feel comfortable saying, or just have they released any information of relevance to you, to the family? Oh, excellent. Miss Tamara's on the ball. Miss Tamara says, I'm working on getting a new sheriff, then I will have access to it all. Access to it all. Sounds like what, Madison County up in Fredericktown, like they need a new sheriff. Yeah, she went missing August 13th, 2021, found December 13th, 2022. Miranda wanted to know if a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act would work. I don't know. You can ask Miss Barbara. Can tell you about at least up in Madison County, about trying to get information. She had to pay hand over fist to get any kind of information in documents in Timmy's case. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Miss Tamara said that Olivia's remains were formally identified on 8/22/23, which was Miss Tamara's birthday. I'm so sorry, Miss Tamara. Yeah, that's the standard. They won't release any documents usually because it's an open investigation. They won't release anything, which I can kind of understand because I can understand not releasing certain information, such as maybe if they know the cause and manner of death, anything that only the offender would know. But it looks like they could, in my opinion, really, give some kind of information. But I know they have to be careful because one thing you do not want any information to be released that would compromise the case when and if hopefully it ever somebody is arrested and it goes to trial. You don't want to, but I know it's so frustrating not to be able to have access to information. I'm going to turn my cam off for a minute again. Okay, Miss Timmer said he did. I'm sorry, I'm behind again, or I forgot what I asked. Oh, Arctic is back. He said he's catching up on 2 times. Okay, referring to the boyfriend, I'm assuming Miss Tamara said he didn't say anything until Saturday, and she disappeared that Friday. Yeah, that's very, very, in my opinion, very, very suspicious, very red flaggy. Maybe I'm sure Miss Barb put up, since Miss Marion's not here. Miss Marion and Miss Barb are always put up the red flags. And yes, Olivia's children are with family members. And Miss Barbara asked if there's a COD. I don't believe so. Well, yeah, Miss Tamara said that law enforcement is claiming that it was an OD. Yes, absolutely. Once again, 200 yards again. Yeah. Yes, Timmy was found 200 yards from where he was last seen. Absolutely. That Timmy, 200 yards. What is it with 200 yards? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Miranda. Miranda says, I'm so sorry this happened to your precious Olivia, and I give you so much credit for how hard you're fighting to get answers. Yes. Miss Tamara is we'll say mama bear, an auntie bear. Yes, she is fighting for Olivia. And we got your backs, Miss Tamara, most definitely. Anything you need, all you have to do is ask. Yep, yeah, we're here. All you have to do is ask. Anybody here, any creators, anybody here will do anything you need to do. And like I said, I will not just do this video, but I'll do everything I can to keep sharing Olivia's story, her case, any way that I can. You're most welcome, ma'am. Absolutely. Yep. There's Miss Barb's red flags. Thank you, Miss Olivia. Or Miss Olivia. Miss Tamara. Miss Tamara. You're most welcome. Oh, that's a beautiful name. Miranda said her daughter's name is Olivia Grace. That is a beautiful name. Hey, Shauna. Welcome. Good evening to you, too. How's it up in northern Arkansas? Yep, absolutely. Arctic says sending prayers to you and your family, Olivia's Army. Absolutely. Oh, that's another nice coincidence and a beautiful name. Miss Tamara said Olivia's oldest is named Emma Grace. Oh, that's a beautiful name. Beautiful name. Yes, absolutely. Once again, thanks to Arctic Fox True Crime for also covering Olivia's case. Absolutely. Absolutely. Please, if you all, Miss Tamara says, please, if you all join our platform, share your story of your loved ones. Yes. Yep. Yep. We will share anybody and everybody. Absolutely. Thank you. Yes. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Please share. Like everybody's been saying, Miss Tamara. Share Olivia's story. Share anybody's story. Go to the Facebook groups and the other platforms. Now, I don't have TikTok or Instagram or any of those others, but I know some others do. Any social media platforms you have, please share Olivia's case, any other cases that you find. Share them everywhere. That's the most important thing we can do is share to get this information out to as many people as possible. That is an excellent question, Miss Barb. Miss Barbara says, so I have a question. So how do you OD and pour bleach up on yourself? Doesn't make any sense to me. What happened to common sense these days? I'm with you, Miss Barb. See, I didn't know about, because all the articles I found didn't mention that she was covered in straw and in bleach. You don't do that. You can't do that to yourself. I mean, you could, but why? Why? If you were going to self-harm yourself, why would you? To me, in my opinion, the only reason that somebody would pour bleach on a victim is to try to get rid of evidence. Now, I'm not law enforcement, but I do have like Miss Barbara said, common sense. I do have common sense. That is the only reason I can think of for bleach to be poured on a victim is to try to destroy evidence. Yeah. Oh, where'd it go? Yeah. Arctic said, Barbara, you stole Aunt Marion's flags. Yeah. Well, Miss Marion is with the grandbabies. She's doing more important things with the grandbabies. So Miss Barb is filling in with the red flags. I love the red flags. Okay. Miss Tamara said, all I can say is all her bones were intact, however, and they could not identify her through them. Do you know? Guys, and then Miss Tamara says they had to get DNA from family 5 times. So, do you know how or where they got the DNA from Olivia to match to the family DNA if they couldn't do it through dental records or? Okay, Ms. Tamara said that's why this new sheriff has to happen. Meriwether County tried to do that publicly, but Fox 5 contacted me before it went public. Absolutely. Ms. Tamara says, I'm working on the coroner's report. They have to give me that at least. Yes, you would think. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Ms. Barb says, may I please ask you if you can't answer, I understand. Did she have her teeth? I feel bad even asking. I'm sorry, just curious. And Miss Tamara said they were gone. So sad. All right, guys, I'm caught up in comments. I'll do a little shameless plugging. Yeah, and Miss Tamara says she did have teeth before she went missing. But when they found, I'm assuming you mean when they found her remains, her teeth were gone. Okay. So I'm gonna do a little bit of shameless plugging. So if anybody has any last questions, comments, goodbyes, support for Miss Tamara, any more questions, please pop them in chat while I'm doing a little bit of shameless plugging, and then I will get back to everybody's finish up with comments. So like we've been saying, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps tremendously to get this information out there. Leave a comment. If you're watching on replay, thank you so much for watching on replay. Share, share, share. That is the most important thing you can do. Once again, share this out anywhere, ever you can. All social media platforms. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. That also helps the channel for this information to reach more people. If you'd like to help support the channel and the search for the missing, awareness for the missing, all the links are in the description box or the just description section of the page. Once again, you can find me on Facebook. Please do check out the group. You can find all the information that I share on the missing persons and cold cases. You can find it there. If you have any questions, comments, or if you have a case that you would like me to share, you can email me at southerngaltruecrime@hotmail.com. I think that's all the shameless plugging. Also am, if you would like to become a member of a channel member, I'm eligible to do memberships now. So please consider that. It does help the channel, and a portion will be donated to a worthy cause to help find the missing and work on cold cases. I'm sorry, so sorry, my supper's still backing up on me. Once again, for anybody who wasn't here earlier, Miss Gail became a member. And once again, for anybody who may have missed it, Sunshine at Mind of Monsters made me this. So thank you, Miss Gail, for becoming a member. Thank you, everybody who's becoming a member. I will get a slide or a placard or something for my outro to recognize everybody who's become a member of the channel. I'll try to get that up before I do my next video, so I can include it in my next video. So thank you, Miss Gail, and everybody else who has become a member and who has donated. I'll also make a plaque for or a slide for everybody who's donated, either through super chat, super stickers, or through PayPal, and I'll buy me a coffee and all the other things. All right, let me finish up with comments. Okay. Okay, so Miss Tamara said the location where she was found is 5 miles from where the resource ranger last saw her. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Kimber. Like, share, like, subscribe, and share. Most importantly, share. Thank you. Arctic said he sent the flyer for the Amber Alert to my Facebook and Discord. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will get them. Yeah, you probably already got it posted in my Facebook group, because your posts are automatically, I set it to automatically approve your post. And I think, Miss Tamara, in my Facebook group, all your posts are set to automatically. I don't have to approve them. They're automatically approved, because I trust you. I trust you guys. Oh my goodness. That's horrible. Miss Tamara says that she was told back in the beginning that she had a GSW to the face. Oh my goodness. And so if they told you that, and they said it's not officially a homicide. Wow. Wow. I'm definitely I'm gonna have to, when we get time, have some conversation with you about some more of these details. Mm. Um, yes. Also, the I can't talk. Bermuda Triangle of the South. I believe I'm in that Facebook group. Also, that is another batch of comments just popped up. Yes, absolutely. Miss Barbara says, see what I'm talking about with the teeth thing? That's not normal. I've done my studies on it, and you can lose your teeth. They're still usually there after 10 years. Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Stimmer says it's a blanket of BS that she's getting. Absolutely. Yeah. We know what you meant. Miss Barbara says you can't lose your teeth that soon. Absolutely. Oh, actually, yeah. Somebody asked that question earlier, if there was DNA found there found on her that wasn't hers. Miss Tamara says that she had DNA under her nails and hair. I'm assuming, well, I don't know. I'm not going to assume anything with what you said about the sheriff and law enforcement. Hopefully if it was viable and there's enough, that they've tested it. But if they don't have anybody to match it to, I think I know, in my opinion, who I'd be trying to match it to, who would be number one on the list. But I'm not going to say the name out loud because I don't want to, get liable. But you guys probably know who I'm talking about. Okay, Miss Tamara said she still had her hair and clothes on. And that they were told that she had just, so, I mean, I can understand because of what, like I said, what you told me about the lack of, the sheriff and the lack of, but if they told you guys that she had a GSW to the face and they still were not willing to say it was definitely a homicide, what more do they need to say it's a homicide? Oh my goodness. All right, guys, we can stay here all night and discuss, but like I said, I want to make this, keep it short enough where people will watch it. But we will. Yes. You are most welcome. Absolutely, Miss Tamara. Yes, ma'am. My honor. And I was going to say, Sunday, I'll probably do a true crime Sunday. Sunday evening around the same time, 8, and I don't know if you'll be available, Miss Tamara, but I will share the basic information for Olivia again on Sunday, and we can discuss it. We can discuss some more. I have some other stuff planned too, some stuff that I found from the groups. But yes, I will. We can definitely discuss. Most definitely discuss Olivia some more. All right, guys, I am, hold on, I'm trying to get, trying to get my outros here going. All right, guys, I love you guys. Like I said, I should, Monday or Sunday, most likely I'll do a True Crime Sunday live stream about 8 o'clock Central. Monday, I'll probably have a video premiere for Missing Person Monday. And then I got a couple of things planned, videos for during the week. So until then, I love all you guys. Love you much. Take care of yourselves. Be careful out there. Take care of each other. That's the most important thing we can do. Take care of our fellow human beings. And I'll see you later. Thanks, guys.